with talking about the Facebook personal page and how all the buttons work. Because the reality is all of you have your own Facebook personal page. And then we'll kind of translate that to more of your agency page as we move forward. Okay, so fact number one is that Facebook gives you your own template for you as a person. Okay, so you're looking at the Ken French Jr. personal page. Facebook also offers a different template, the business template, that you can use for your agency, for your hobbies, whatever. I'm not going to go through the business one today. All I want to explain is that there are two different templates, and it's important to understand that they exist. Okay? So on your personal page, there are various buttons, okay? And really, at the end of the day, there are two things that you can accomplish. One, you can connect with people as friends, okay? And two, you can actually post something that goes out to all of your friends, okay? Now, we won't go through how to get friends and whatnot. I assume most of you guys understand that you can, connect with whoever you want. But I think what's important today is to understand how everything is working. So let's talk about posting for a second, all right? So I'm at my personal page. Let's say I want to post something like this photograph I had here. So here's an example. I guess it was last week. There was a silly photo I saw on ESPN.com. It has all the NFL football teams, their helmets. It shows kind of where they are in the race. What I did was I liked this photograph, so I saved it to my computer from ESPN.com, okay? I then came here to Facebook, and I clicked on, right to the right of my picture, I clicked on Add Photo Video. So I clicked on that. I then clicked on Upload Photo, and I clicked on Browse. And I found the photo on my desktop where I saved it, okay? Then I put in the text, right? And I hit Post. And this is what posted, the text above the photo that I uploaded. All right, so that's kind of how you post. You go to your Facebook personal page, and you have a variety of options. You can post pictures. You can post a link to a YouTube video. You can just post text. Completely up to you. This is where it starts to get confusing to people. Okay, when you post, two different things happen. All right. One, your post gets put on your wall. And what you're looking at right now is the Ken French Jr. Facebook personal page template. So if anybody in the world came to my profile, they would see exactly this. They would see a list of all of my past posts, and you can see them as I scroll down. Okay, so it's important to realize that every time you post, that post gets put on what's called your wall, which is just kind of like a history of all your posts. If I scroll down, we see the history. It's important to understand that that is how people could find your posts later on if they're not connected with you, okay? But that is only a very small fraction of how people would actually see your posts, okay? Because when you post, what's really happening is this specific post is going out to all of your friends. So if you have 20 friends, if you have 500 friends, if you have 4,000 friends, it goes out to all of them. And when I say it goes out, it goes to their what's called Newsfeed. Okay, so if I click the Home button in the upper right-hand corner, we're going to see my Newsfeed. All right? This is another thing that people tend to not understand, and that is nobody else in the world can see your Newsfeed. Okay? Only you see it. And when you click on everyone can go to their Home button today and click on Home. That is going to be your Newsfeed. And what your Newsfeed is, it's like a stock ticker. It is a collection of all the people you're friends with and all the pages that you clicked like on and became a fan of. It's a collection of all of that. And when those people are posting, it's getting put on your Newsfeed. Okay, so here's an example. I am friends with Ryan Sugar. He posted. It's on my Newsfeed. You know, I am friends with Anthony Tarini. He posted. It's on my newsfeed. I'm a fan of Survivor, the show. They posted. It's on my newsfeed. Okay? Nobody else can see your newsfeed. Nobody else can see that Pawn Stars posted on my newsfeed. Okay? And that, for whatever reason, people don't get that. They think that other people can see this page. They can't. Okay, so let's rewind. When you post, it's going out to all of your friends' personalized news feeds. So, you know, boom, it's on there. Now, you know, let's just use an example. You know, Terrence posted, so now I'm seeing it. Now here's the flip side. If I interact with this post, it's going to go out to all of my friends, okay? And this is where people get confused. So I'm going to try to keep it slow. I'm posting. It goes out to all my friends, okay? So 1,211 people see it. To get it to the next viral level, to get more people to see it, one of my friends needs to interact with the post, okay? So here's, again, we're going to use this example of my latest post. Under that post are 3 buttons: like, comment, share. When that post goes to my friends' news feeds, they have the ability to interact with the post. So you'll see that I got interactions. Tony, Cassandra, and Jim, they liked the post. So guess what? This post went to all of their friends' news feed. Okay, one person shared it. See who it is. Brianne Roast, she shared it. So this post went to all of her friends' news feed. Okay? And I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully I can get this back here. And David Parr, he commented. So the post went to all of his friends' news feed. So my point is this. Your posts can end up going to friends of friends' news feeds if they interact with the post, meaning they click like, comment, or share. So that's kind of where people really get lost with Facebook, because what's happening here, guys, is this is not a traditional website. This is a 3-dimensional marketing tool. Okay? Let's go through the dimensions one more time. You post. 1, it gets put on your wall forever unless you delete it. Okay? So if someone physically came to your Facebook page, they would see it. So think of the first possibility like a traditional website where people are coming to the website to see it. The second stage is when you post, it's going out. It's proactively going out to all of your friends' news feed. Fantastic. Now it's 2-dimensional. And then the third dimension is when it goes out to your distribution. If your distribution interacts, it goes out to their distribution, making you potentially viral. Okay? So that's kind of the most important concept that a lot of people, for whatever reason, they can never understand. And I guess the best way to think of it is how to use this thing. What is actually happening? You have to understand how it works if you want to be successful with it. If you don't understand what you're doing, there's no way you can be successful. So please understand the concept that, 1, on the personal page, you can connect with people. And the power of connecting with them is when you're posting, they are your distribution, and it is going out to them. Okay? We'll talk about the business side of things next week. Today, we just need to talk about the fundamentals, which are you connect with people, you post, it goes out to them. It also stays stationed on your page, and it can even go out to their connections if they interact. Okay, so that's an important concept. Does anyone have any questions on that concept? If you do, type them. I'll answer them in a little bit. So that's the first thing. The second thing that's important to understand is that, you know, it's really, I think where people mostly get confused is they're concerned who sees their posts. And like I said, if there's interaction occurring, more people can see it. Now, what's important to understand as we go into next week is that you really want to focus on the business page for your agency. And it's harder to utilize and grow your business page for your agency, but it's going to answer the main problem that most of you have, which is, hey, Ken, I really want to keep my personal life personal, but be able to market my business. And that's what the business page is going to allow you to do. On top of that, the business page is different than the personal page because the business page, it can be customized. And the key concept I just talked about, guys, was that when you're posting, you now have the ability, if these people are interacting, to touch friends of friends. So what can happen is when those friends of friends start to check you out, they're coming back to your business page, okay? And the business page, like I said, it can be customized. It can have the shop for insurance application on it. It can have a recommendations page where people have referred you. It can have a welcome page that tells people how to become a fan. All those things you can't do on the personal page, and all those things are going to lead to more phone calls. It's what I call harnessing the traffic you generate. And at the end of the day, all of this stuff this Facebook stuff, is a way to talk to people. And this is where I think a lot of agents have kind of lost their way. And here's the best analogy I could ever possibly give you. Social media is a cocktail party, okay? When you go to a cocktail party, how many times do you actually meet somebody at the cocktail party, discuss products, give them an application that they fill out, collect the check, and enroll them? Okay, that never happens. Okay, so right off the bat, you have to understand that social media is the cocktail party. You're not trying to enroll people here. What you're trying to do is you're trying to get business cards. You're trying to make acquaintances. You're trying to create, trying to get them to remember you, okay? And what this will do is if you can understand this concept, it may change the way you try to talk to people on social media. And I think that's a big problem. A lot of people think, okay, I got to solicit people. I got to tell them how great I am and blah, blah, blah. I mean, if you did that at a cocktail party, how many people are going to talk to you? They're going to turn your back on you and go, they're going to say you're dripping with, solicitation. I want to just enjoy myself and relax here. That is what social media is. It's people gossiping and socializing. If you can understand that, you can develop your strategy around that to come across as more impressive and innovative and as a character agency rather than just someone constantly soliciting. Okay, so my point, guys, was, a successful cocktail party, you're going to come away with saying, hey, I met a few good people, and then to make it even better, that week, those people are going to call you. Hey, remember we met at this party? Hey, I think you can help me. That's what you're trying to accomplish. So my point is as we go into next week and get a little bit more detailed, the concepts we're going to keep reiterating are growing a distribution of people you can touch, having a strategy when you post that makes them remember you and interact with you, and hopefully helps you tap into their friends of friends. Because remember, at the end of the day, the insurance industry is about life events. Auto insurance, homeowners insurance, life insurance. These all come from the life events occurring. People buying houses, people buying cars, people having kids, people retiring. These life events are happening. And guys, guess what happens when you gossip? When people gossip, they're gossiping about life events. Did you hear he lost his job? Did you hear they're buying this new big house? They're so rich, whatever. These are life events, and this is how you can position yourself and take advantage and get people to think about your agency when these life events and gossipings are occurring. It's just understanding how this stuff works, increasing your distribution, and having a good posting strategy that gets them to remember you. Then when they come back to your page, making sure you're able to harness the traffic that you're generating from your posting strategy. So just to review again the main concepts of today, there's two different pages, the Facebook personal page, the Facebook business page. Can you be successful with both pages? Absolutely. My point is that the business page can really generate a lot of results, especially if you're a large agency. If it's just you, you can probably get away with the personal page a little bit. You are going out there and connecting with people. When you connect with them, that is very valuable. It's like an opt-in email. They become your distribution. Then when you post, it's a three-dimensional occurrence. The post is going to the people, it's going to your page and being stationed there, and it potentially can go to their connections. Very powerful. So that's kind of the summary on today.